Greetings, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector. And in this segment of 1/12 Scale Military Action Figures Takes, I'm showcasing the Gridiron Studios AK-47 Classics with fixed mag. So yeah, it was one of those $5 flash sales, which I, again, highly recommend it anytime they pop up. You should guys pick them up, especially for troop builders. You know what I mean? You can't really go wrong with your basic AK-47, right? With the fixed mag, so you don't have to worry about falling out and everything, you know. So yeah, it's a win, I'd say, right? It's a good look across the board. It's nothing that you guys, I'm sure, haven't seen before, but just something not wrong. Nothing wrong with just going straight generic some days. You know what I mean? Just straight basic. And as you can see how well it looks with your basic Cobra officer, pretty win. Like it doesn't take away from what he has. It just seems to seamlessly blend with him. The weapon isn't so good that it takes away from uh, the trooper. You know what I'm saying? So if you're into that kind of look, that's what makes sense. AK-47 in the classic fashion, not too fancy, just run of the mill AK. If you're not into the obnoxious, rope, high out of control style detail of stuff, then yeah, nothing's wrong with just your basic AK-47. When you just absolutely have to, waste them and effort. Yeah, it's a good look. And yeah, I got 3 different reps: one for GI Joe Classified, one for the Valaverse. Which, by the way, um, this comes when you buy when you bought this back in the day, the kit. It came with the riot gear. It came with an AK-47 too, but um, it was harder on the hands for him, for the trigger finger and trying to shoulder the rifle and everything. But with this, it's much easier to show, for this figure in particular, to shoulder versus the other one. The other one, the buttstock might have been just a tad too big, but in this case, it's much easier to. I just forgot to prepare his arms for the hands for the one that cradles. But yeah, this is overall, I would say, a much more fitting look for him with this rifle versus the one that comes with this kit, and it looks pretty similar. The only difference is it's a fixed mag instead of the mag having to go out and stuff, right? So for those who are frustrated with their AKs that came with this, which it's a small deal, it's not really that big of a deal, but for those who are ever so OCD with these things, then yeah, this is something that may make sense for y'all, And of course, Gridiron Studios, I get, best buddies is Monster Force, right? So Operation Monster Force, these characters can definitely rock them. Now, again, I'm terrible with trying to get these things to shoulder in a manner that's actually good, but I think I come close, right? I'm really terrible at the shouldering super sexy sniper pose kind of situation. There are much better people on IG that do all of that, but in my mind, it's looking like it's shouldered correctly, right? Well, yeah. Now, again, you can't go wrong with this basic look, in my opinion, right? And watch, even our Cobra officer, can do the same. You know what I mean? Just like that. It's a win. And it's not so fancy. Again, it just looks like it makes sense with these guys. Nothing obnoxious, just kind of, as a matter of fact, here we go. All right, folks. Well, final thoughts on this. Like I said, you really can't go wrong if with a basic look. It's AK-47 was the killer for many opponents throughout decades. So it's a win, and it looks iconic to me. All right, folks, that's all I got for this segment of 1/12 Scale Military Action Figures Takes the Gridiron Studios AK-47 Classic with fixed mag. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector. And until the next video, folks, ciao.